Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and a very warm good evening to all of you. Wishing you all a very happy International Human Resources Day. It is a pleasure to be here and to share my thoughts about what CEOs look from CHROs in the context of sustainable value creation. It was a pleasure listening to Rahmat Hasni Saab as well, and quite a few points that I have jotted down from his talk that he just finished. Very knowledgeable. Thank you, Hasni Saab. Coming to the topic, I think in my view, CEOs are generally looking to create business value and have competitive advantage. Now, creating business value is the primary job of any CEO, as they have a major stake in business value, whether they are hired and compensated by a board of directors or they are an owner, partner, or founder of the entity. The CHRO, I feel, needs to know the set of metrics by which the CEO monitors this business value, along with the valuation method by which the CEO's performance is ultimately judged, and which can be enterprise value, market capitalization, or exit value, just to name a few mechanisms. So I think it is imperative that the CHRO understands what activities the CEO believes contribute most to business value, and whether their stake in the business is determined by their own investment in the company, a compensation scheme determined by the board of directors, or both. To deliver business value, CEOs need to create competitive advantage, which refers to the coveted position of differentiating yourself from the rest of the field, where customers would prefer your products and services over other choices that are available in the market and would perceive you as delivering the greatest value. In practical terms, to achieve and maintain competitive advantage, I think your business needs to do a lot of things which are better than everyone else. The CHRO is the main collaborator, I would say, with the CEO in determining what those things are as they relate to the workforce and human capital, as they are often characterized as the greatest source of competitive advantage. So I must say that it's imperative to understand that people are a sustainable source of competitive advantage. Bringing about competitive success, I understand, requires a carefully developed plan, and one that is better than any plan a competitor could develop given the same resources. I would like to dwell a bit on this further, because I feel that every business has some form of a blueprint for the workforce that they want to build, both for the coming year and the longer term, aligning it with their growth targets. Now, blueprints are designed for the longer term subject and are frequently revised and substantially they're also updated, and they aim for superior workforce planning. If I can explain, the concept with the analogy of a game, so there are a game has a roster of star players, you have starters, you have position players, you have specialists, and then you have some reserves. So in the context of a business, you need to assemble a better roster. I feel that one that consistency turns the best performance, not one that has the most star players. I also believe that in order to remain relevant and up to date, every business tries to innovate. You need to become unique and stay unique, and that requires a lot of superior talent strategy. Strategy, I feel, is the buzzword over here, because you need to have a strategy in place of how you're going to retain that talent that you have, recruited. At the same time, I believe every business has a short-term playbook that is calibrated to business as usual and market fluctuations, directing what should be done and what level of performance is expected from people. What is required is a good playbook, one that manages changing conditions, assuring that you're always running at optimal capacity and have the right people to do so no matter what the conditions are. So, through superior capacity optimization, your short-term operations are always going to be on point. In short, I think workforce planning, talent strategy, and capacity optimization are the main areas where CHROs can add value for the objectives of the CEO. Over the years, we have seen CHROs, the task of transforming labor input into business output has profoundly increased in scope, and consequently, planning the workforce is probably an executive level strategic planning activity now. The CHROs can accomplish such momentous tasks, I believe, by building a bridge to connect the workforce to the rest of the business and architected to enable business agility. This bridge connects the workforce to the rest of the organization and the workforce strategy to business results by mainly three things, I believe. So it's like balancing the tension between what the business aspires to do and what the business can afford to do. And secondly, I think supporting all the businesses done in both the short to medium term with a high performance workforce composed of the best talent for the work to be done. And last but not the least, I think the bridge also tries to reduce the gap between carrying the most business traffic possible in the short term in a variety of operating conditions. So in conclusion, I feel competitive advantage is the name of the game in business strategy. You really do have to perform better than others, and that includes planning better with agility. When we come to agility, I feel agile workforce planning enables the CHRO to determine the organization's unique ways by which they can attain competitive success, especially through business growth, innovation, and maximum operational capacity. Just as importantly, agile workforce planning eliminates the links between people, production, and profitability in all the areas where the organization could feasibly achieve competitive advantage. I would also like to draw attention to the recent, much talked about ESG initiative and the global traction that it is garnering. I think CHOs have an immense responsibility in promoting a culture that embraces ESG values and sustainability and helping CEOs in attracting and retaining talent, providing learning and coaching opportunities in the organization, and sustaining brand credibility for the respective businesses.